We saw the tweet of one of the most famous people in the world and the wealthiest people in the world this week. It made the headlines, all right? He says, if I die out of some unexpected reasons or whatnot, then it was nice knowing you. And someone apparently gave him da'wah on Twitter and said, why don't you accept Islam? And how sad? The answer would be that if I'm meant to go and if I die, then I don't mind going to hell. Guess where majority of the people will be? I don't mind. I don't mind going to hell. SubhanAllah, when that same person who everyone wants to buy money in his stock, everyone wants to buy his cars, everyone is envious of having that type of wealth. But what type of fahm he's been deprived of? The basic fahm of who's Allah. You've got the biggest effort of space exploration. You're spending billions into looking into space. But look at the heart is blind. When the heart is blind, you don't need to go into space to recognize Allah. You can just wake up today and say, guess what? I was sleeping and I woke up. What was that about? That was small death. That was a sister of death. I was so knocked out, I have no idea. Now I come back to life and look at how I'm able to function. Where was my soul last night? How did my soul come back to me? That's sufficient for me to say, Alhamdulillah, alladhi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayhi nushur. All praise belongs to Allah who's given me life after death, and to Him is the ultimate return. Sufficient. You can go to sleep and wake up as a Muslim. You can look at your hands and think about the digestive method, how Allah has made the whole food process, how food comes into your fingers, you touch it, and how all of the enzymes get released. Food starts getting breaking down before you even get into your mouth. How you're able to feel the texture, the heat, the various forms of types of food you're eating, just by feeling it before you even look at it, before you even taste it, before you even smell it. The interaction that happens and the enjoyment you get, just by touching your burger, or enjoyment you get by touching your fruit, or whatever the case may be. It's sufficient to accept Islam. Just by looking at those things, looking at your reproductive system, looking at your digestive system, looking at your eyes, looking at your ears. SubhanAllah, any one of these is sufficient for a person to accept Islam. You don't need to go into space. But now you are been blessed with a brain and a mind to come up with a whole huge effort of sending man to space. Not one or two, but thousands. And you want to develop cities in space. And yet, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes a person blind, he won't see Allah there. It's crazy how scary it is. That's why it goes back to Allah Jalla Jalaluhu's mercy upon us. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks upon us with the light of nur, when Allah places His nur upon us, His faith upon us, His rahmah upon us, everything will fall into place. Everything will start making sense to us. And if that doesn't happen, then the most obvious signs of Allah's greatness, we will become blind.